Happy Friday. Let me go over here. Oh, my. Okay. Let me just see. Let me get it together. I'm having fun. If you are if you're watching me on Instagram, hello. I'm trying a different filter just for fun. You get the up close and personal view. How is everyone doing? Hello, hello. Happy Friday. Hi, friend. Hi, friend. Cute, cute, cute pictures. Fergie, Ferg. Um, all right. Well, I haven't even gotten changed out of my workout clothes yet today because it's been a week. Lots of fires, lots of stuff just coming at me. Good news is I saw at least a couple situations this week that were sent out by agencies to us. Again, expectant moms who are very specific about what she is looking for: race, location, married, same sex, multiple things at once. So if you're not seeing situations, that is part of the reason why is things are getting very specific as far as requests for families. But hang in there. Hang in there. All right. A couple questions that have come up this week. And as always, if you've got any for me, just put it in the chat and we can chat. We can chat about it. What do you do when agencies don't respond? Really great question. I wish I had a great answer because I think it's really shitty when people don't respond. And I know what it's like when you get inundated with millions of emails. Sometimes you just can only do what you can do. And maybe they are applying my affirmation, which is I don't do overwhelm. So maybe instead of being overwhelmed by trying to answer everybody's emails, they're saying, I don't do overwhelm. I can do what I can do, and that's it. So perhaps that is what's going on. Although I don't know if they're as insightful as that. So, but no, in all seriousness, they are busy and they do get a ton of emails every day, every week. Their focus is mostly on expectant mothers, and they're still onboarding so many more families than they're used to. So I'm making lots of excuses for agencies, but I have said before, it does feel like a cat and mouse game sometimes, and you just have to play the game. You have to do the wheel and just keep going on the wheel and keep reaching out, and eventually they will get to you. But know that if there was something that they needed you for, so like if you're already signed up, and a situation comes up or something, they will reach out to you and they will find you, and your calls and your emails are not going unnoticed. Okay, so sometimes I know from being on this end, sometimes you feel like you have been in communication even though you haven't been responding, but you've been receiving. Has anyone ever been there where you're like, oh, I feel like we've been talking, I'm so sorry, I just realized I have not responded to you? So try different mannerisms also of reaching out. Don't just rely on email. Pick up the phone and make a phone call. If you can text, acknowledge that, hey, I know I've been bugging you. I'm so sorry. Just need to know this, or just wanted to let you know I'm still out there. We're still looking. So maybe don't always expect a response. Gina said, I usually wait a week and email again with kindness, always. Let them know that I realize they are busy. That seems to help. Hey, Shavakia. So yeah, I hope that helps a little bit. But yeah, I wish Communication and lack thereof is the biggest complaint in the world of adoption. And it's just, I'm not sure if it's going to get any better. I'm sorry. You just have to know that. If you can know that going in and just kind of shift your mindset to say, okay, I know this is, not personal. Take the personal out of it. It's not personal. Okay. They're just probably overwhelmed because they probably aren't as insightful as me to know that they shouldn't do overwhelm. But that doesn't help you either. But anyways, it's not about you. It's about them. Keep at it though, because you being in front of them, they are probably still seeing your emails, even if they're not responding. Okay, that's that. Number 2, when you quickly match with an agency or attorney right after you sign on, sketch or totally awesome? Some people feel like that feels sus, as my son would say. That's so sus. Hey, Marilyn from Florida. Thank you for saying hello. That makes me feel so good. But it's not sus, and it's not sketch, or whatever other words the kids are using these days. Sometimes you just may have impeccable timing and have applied right when expectant mother came in, and you are the family she's looking for, and they don't have another family like you that would be a perfect match. I have had that happen to us a couple times where I've gotten a situation sent, and they wanted a specific family. In this case, they wanted a Hispanic family or a Spanish-speaking family or something like that. And I didn't have one. And I had just spoken to a family who said they were going to sign on or was considering signing on. I don't remember because it was years ago. And I called them and I said, I'm totally not trying to pressure you. And it's so hard to get that across without feeling like a used car salesman. Totally not trying to pressure you, but I did just get this situation in. I know you're home study ready. I actually think you'd be perfect and I'd love to present it to you. So can you sign on like this minute? And I remember the wife was like, honey, we got to sign on. And he was like, who are these people anyways? I don't know. This feels too like scammy to me. Long story short, he got on a phone with me and I was like, I know it sounds kind of sketchy, but I'm serious. I just got this situation. I know you'd be the perfect fit. And he's like, okay. And what happened? They got matched. So like the day they signed up with me, they got their match. So we barely even worked together. Although they're still very active in our community, and it's a fun story to tell because he's like, I didn't trust that you knew what you were doing, but it all worked out. So yes, it can feel really sketchy and sometimes scammy, and sometimes, all your antennas go up, but especially if you're working with a consultant, run it by them. But also just have faith. If it feels good to you, you're like, this feels so weird because it's so fast, but it's a good situation, then trust that and go with it. I think you're always going to be uncomfortable in the adoption world and through this whole process. This whole process is really uncomfortable. And it's going to test you on so many levels, and there's going to be ups and downs and around the bends. But trust in the team that you are putting in place and just, put it out there into the universe and go with it. So, I guess I don't know how that came up, but I don't know if it was through one of our clients or not, but somebody brought that up and said, why was I matched so quickly? I just signed up yesterday. I'm like, oh, that's a good thing. Okay. Here's another one I want to bring up that I bring up all the time, but I saw this in play this week and so hold on. Warning, 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 warning. Do not compare your journey to anybody else's journey. Did you hear that? Should I do it again? Warning, warning, warning. Don't do it. You'll get in trouble every single time. You'll be, it'll only upset you and piss you off and put you down this rabbit hole. Especially if someone's using, like if your friend is adopting at the same time you are and they're using another consultant and they're coming to you and saying, we have seen 15 situations this week and we haven't had to pay any fees to sign up with agencies or what have you. Don't do that. Trust in your own journey and your own team. Number one, what are you going to do about it? Right? You've already just spent all this money, and what's bringing, it's just going to put you into this tailspin. You have to stay in your own lane. It is really hard to compare two different journeys in adoption for so many reasons. Do they look like you? Are they the same age as you? Do they have the same family makeup as you? Is everybody in their family the same name as your family? Do they have the same budget as you? Are they at the same agencies with you? Do the two consultants work exactly the same and have the exact same model? Like, there's so many things. It's just impossible to compare for a lot of reasons. So please do yourself a huge, huge favor and stay in your own lane. I'm not saying don't, here's another good example. We had 8 adoptions 2 weeks ago, and we keep posting all these matches that we're having, and we are. And somebody could see that and very easily say, it's happening for all these people, why not me? What did they see in them that they didn't see in me? And that's the piece that you cannot compare. What did they say in them that they didn't see in me? Number one, you might not have been presented because you don't meet her requirements and requests. Just like you have requirements, so do they do too. So you cannot say why them and not me without knowing the exact situation, and you never will. So it doesn't serve you. All you can do is take the advice of the people on your team and do all the things and be kind. Don't get reactive. Try to stay in the moment. Ask questions of the people. Like if you're working with a consultant, use that consultant to ask questions. Use the communities that you are in to surround yourself with positivity, and try not to go down this rabbit hole. I had gotten a call from a past client of ours who referred a client and said, and was asking me all these questions. I'm really upset. They're not getting the same level. How come you're doing this? And with us, you did that. And I'm like, you know what? You adopted 4 years ago. The world of adoption is a different world. What you had doesn't exist anymore. We cannot do it the same way because it doesn't exist. We were having families sign up with agencies where the sign up with agencies was anywhere from 0 to, 750 at the most. And now it's hard to find agencies at the low end less than 3,000, or certainly less than 1,000. So everything is just very different year to year. So you have to really trust in the people that you hire to help guide you. And if you're not getting something you need, communicate that. We are here to help you. And you also have to remember we're the experts. We're not you, though. So you have to, let us know how best to work with you, but also trust in why you hired all the people that you hired, and stay in your own lane. Do not compare. Claudia said she definitely needed to hear this. Thank you. You are welcome. Stay hopeful. I know we have so much hope for each and every one of you that it will happen when it is right. And I know you're like, that didn't help at all when people say that, but it is true. And you'll see after the fact why. It'll all make sense to you one day. And that is my hope for you, that it does all make sense, this whole journey. One day, I hope it all makes sense to you. So I'm going to leave you on that note. In Cleveland, it is going to be like a summer weekend in the 70s. Yesterday it was winter. Tomorrow it will be summer. I'm going to a college football game, the Ohio State football game. I'm really excited because I haven't been in years, and I'm going to take my son. And what else are we doing? just going out with friends tonight, and I'm going to have a wonderful weekend and hope that you do too. Bye for now. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye, everybody.